This is challenge 20 of the River Security Christmas Challenge of 2021. This is going to be a pretty fun one, so let's get into it. And we are in the challenge selection advent calendar, so we're doing challenge 20. And this is titled Easy Mistakes. When programming, it is easy to make simple mistakes, and some of them can have dire consequences. What a wording. So we have here a new site which is displaying some PHP code. So let's probably do a view source to have it better formatted. And this says that this is the code found in api.php. So we're going to do a little code analysis here, and we see that this page, this PHP page, expects an input, which will get the contents, and then do a JSON decode. So we see that it will expect some JSON formatted data. It's going to check for two values, data, HMAC, and host needs to be present. If they're not, then we're going to get a bad request. And then the code is grabbing a secret and a flag value from the environment variables. Then calculates HMAC and then compares that HMAC with one that is provided with the request. If it's not correct, then we got to get forbidden. Otherwise, we're going to get the flag here because there's an exit here, so it's not an else statement, but the code will exit with the execution if the HMACs are not matching. Right, so that means that we need to send in a request and provide these two parameters. So we're going to craft a post request going to this site, and I have a burp running here. I think I forgot to properly set the options, so let's do this because it's a temporary project. Using the community burp that is provided by default with Kali. I'm going to open up the browser here. And we can go to this site. Going to go for api.php. And this will generate a GET request, but it's fine because I can pass this one on to repeater. Leave this one, and I can start crafting this request. So if I send this one in, I get back a bad request because I didn't provide the proper parameters. So this, first of all, must be a post. And looking back at the code here, it expects to get JSON data. So I need to have a nicely formatted JSON here. Where's my burp suit? There it is. So let's do JSON, and I think I am also going to need to define that I'm providing JSON here later. We'll add that header, and then we had two parameters. Let's see, we had the host and we had the HMAC parameter. Need to provide those. This one is going to be host, and I don't think it matters what you provide for this one, but let's do this. And there should be also an HMAC parameter, which we don't really know what we're supposed to provide here, so I'm just going to do like test or something like that. And one last thing, but I'm going to copy this one from my notes, is to define that this is going to be JSON data. We need to tell this to the application. So this should be good enough. And something changed because now we get the forbidden part. So with the code execution, now I end up here in this if statement. Now here we need to provide a proper HMAC value. You might be wondering, well, I guess it means that I need to somehow guess the secret and calculate the proper HMAC, but this is not the case because mistakes were made when this application was coded. And if you look up the hash HMAC function in the PHP documentation, you will see that the list for the arguments goes with algorithm, then data, and then key. But this is not what we have here in the PHP code. Oops, sorry, wrong tab. So here, the first argument is host, then secret, and then the algorithm. But this is the other way around. And you can read what the function will return or figure it out through some testing. But basically, this is going to be all wrong, and it's just going to return a 0 for us. So if I modify each MAC value to 0, then we are going to be able to pass that check. Send in this, and indeed we have now 200 OK, and a nice flag is given for us. So let's submit this and check the results. And indeed, this is the correct flag for this challenge. But this was all for challenge 20. I really enjoyed this one as well, even though it was fairly easy and quick to solve. But this kind of programming mistakes are very, very common. These bugs lie in application code for sometimes decades. So we've certainly seen some examples this year for this. Actually, one of the challenges will visit such a vulnerability. But this is all for now for this challenge in this video. So see you in the next video.